That's really annoying. Oh my god, finally. I think it's working. Yeah, alright. Sorry about that. It was acting bad, and now I have to log back in again. I love when it happens. Why do I still hear that?
Try the iceberry ale. It's delicious. I love this place. Back at the keep, I'm always being pulled in a dozen directions. Fighting over here, debating over there, gives me a headache. But here, I can just eat and drink until I pass out. Took you long enough to show up. I could have you flogged for that.
Really?
That look on your face. Priceless. But I'm just yanking your tusk. I usually never have anyone flogged for a first offense.
First offense? Whatever.
It's a good thing I like you, because the last person who asked me these sorts of questions had the curiosity beaten out of him. But I don't want to fight with you. That's not why I called you here. Are you ready to listen?
If you fight with me, you'll die. Anyways, what do you want?
You helped Chief Basra. You fought at my side as we defeated Iceheart and his Winterborn warriors. In short, you impress me. People who impress me either turn out to be a help or a hindrance to my plans. You understand what I'm saying?
No.
Let me speak plainly. You could pose a threat to me, but I prefer to consider you an ally. Share a few drinks, like we're doing now. I could use someone like you. Someone to deal with problems that require a more personal touch.
He's lucky I'm not my outlaw, because I'll be asking him, I'll be like, what are you paying me? Or I'll be like, if you're not paying, piss off.
Clan chief problems. There are still stubborn chiefs out there who don't agree with my vision, who don't want to see our people united. They're stuck in the old ways. Ways that have failed our people time and time again. It's time to change that.
You want to talk to it, though?
You made an impression on Bosrog. Whether he likes it or not, he owes you for helping the clans. The other chiefs respect Bosrog. We can use this whole situation to our advantage. Get them to listen to matters they would normally refuse to hear. For now, nothing. Relax, have a drink. Enjoy all the pleasantries that Roxanne and her fine establishment have to offer. But when I need you, I expect you to be ready and willing to get the job done. Oh, what are those two doing here? Damn it! You two always show up and ruin my fun!
Oh, I have not even begun to ruin your fun, my king. But let's leave the pleasantries for later. We have an urgent situation to report.
I can never tell when you're joking. Fine. What's so important?
The Trinimac Temple has been attacked, my beloved. Malakath devotees have barricaded the doors and taken the priests as hostages.
These fanatics dare to attack my city? My people? I'll deal with them personally.
You will do no such thing, my son.
Oh shit, your mom
What
here.
happened in the throne room, this is undoubtedly a trap.
I won't sit by while they attack my city!
This problem requires a personal solution, and I have a perfect idea. Outsider. My son's bravery borders on stupidity. He would run off and stumble blindly into their trap without the slightest regard for his safety. We must not allow it. Oh, child, I always have a better idea. My son's rage makes it difficult for him to see clearly. His instinct is to charge every problem straight on and beat it into submission. His enemies know this, and often use it against him. Bosrog and the other clan chiefs know King Kurog all too well. They expect him to attack and kill the heretics, just as the heretics will kill the hostages. Innocent lives will be lost and blame will fall squarely on Kurog's shoulders. You are an outsider with connections to Orsinium that are tenuous at best. Enter the temple and rescue our people. If you succeed, you save innocent lives at the king's request. If you fail, well, at least the king won't be blamed.
Bitch. Oh, wrong. No, where's my... It's a lot of wires. Why does he run like that? He shouldn't run into him. What the fuck am I talking about? Never mind. I was about to... Anyways.
Everyone, clear the streets
never
and
known
go
fear
home.
like
Let
this.
the king's soldiers deal with this. Back away, citizen. We have enough to deal with as it is. Soldiers can't. Just because you carry a weapon doesn't mean you know how to use it. And as you can see, I already have more amateur warriors volunteering to help than I can handle. Why don't you just stand back and leave this to the professionals? Right, and I'm High King Emmerich's long-lost brother. I know what you're trying to do. You're playing a dangerous game, outsider. I hope you realize that. Very well, I'll check with the Forge Mother. But if you've lied to me, I'll hunt you down, toss you in a cell, and throw away the key! I think there's a back entrance up the stairs near the Mages Guild. I sent soldiers to find it.
I'm so... all across town, all across this fucking map, these people have not heard about me at all? Come on. Game, this makes no sense.
city is simply beautiful. It seems the king will
Did
leave
you
a lasting
really meet
legacy.
Iskramor himself?
See, they have her. So what the fuck is with these soldiers? I know you spend more good chances by hitting the shadows in the game.
Defend the temple!
Thank Trinamak you're here. Someone has to save my fellow priests inside the temple. Please, Malachi remains. I see. My fellow priests are holding the... Take this. May the luck of Trinamak be with you. I'll inform the guards and try to send more help your way.
I don't need it.
Lock the priests in the rectory. As soon as Kurog arrives, we kill them all.
They'll never see me coming. Where the heck got that? I don't need no more damage. Fucking canceled it. Who the hell else is in here? Fuck. Somebody else is in here?
Chief Goslock said to leave one of you alive to tell Kurog what happened here. The rest of you, time to die.
Please.
Barrag's people have arrived. Kill them all!
Thank you for helping us. I thought they were going to kill us.
They were.
This is bad.
I don't know how to thank you. These fanatics, they beat us, threatened us. They told us they were going to kill us as soon as the king or his soldiers showed up. But you got in without alerting them. You saved us. The others, though. High Priestess Solgra and our brothers and sisters in Trinimac. The fanatics gathered us up and forced us in here. But Solgra, she isn't one to put up with such nonsense. She put a blade into one of them and ran into the back to help the others. I have the key. I'll open the door for you. Solgra and the others should be somewhere through this door.
For somebody who's worried about their people, you walking pretty slow. Get your ass over there and open this door. I got work to do.
I'll find a way to open the main temple doors and let the soldiers in. Get her! Don't let her escape!
I'll die before I let you hurt the others.
How do I... What? Excuse me? Oh, okay. This map is very weird.
One of my orders be damned! You're going to die for that, priestess!
One? I...
Oh! You're a fire-breathing dragonite.
Don't worry about me. I'll be fine once I catch my breath. Just got the wind knocked out of me a little, that's all. Not exactly. They claimed to be devoted followers of Malakath, and said they were working for Chief Bazrag. They caught us by surprise, threatened us. Did you run into Ugus? How are he and the others faring? Well, that puts my mind at ease. I hated leaving them, But the others back here needed help too. But I'm still not completely certain what the attackers hoped to accomplish. Why take us hostage? Why not simply kill us and be done with it? Spill the blood of innocents and blame the king for their deaths, for not being able to protect his people. What a fiendish scheme. But the king sent you in his stead. Very astute on his part. That decision may have saved many lives.
No, that wasn't his idea. That was his mother's. But we're not going to talk about that.
We were supposed to assume they were Malakath devotees, but they didn't seem particularly religious to me. Even I don't believe Malakath would sanction a slaughter such as this. They mentioned Chief Bazrug, though. Said he gave them their orders.
Yep.
I've always found the chief to be noble, but it doesn't take a lot to change a person. His forts ravaged, his traditions threatened. I can see how such things could lead to this. The king and the Forge Mother must be told what happened here.
I have to say, it'll be smart for anybody to see me instead of going themselves, you know, because I'm just that good.
This is the last of them! Let's finish these bastards off!
Spread out!
I'm glad to see you and the priest alive. I believe things may have played out very differently if you hadn't agreed to my plan. But what of the High Priestess? Is Solbra... That is good news indeed. I will make sure that a military contingent protects this temple going forward. It will not be left undefended again. Increased patrols around the perimeter, soldiers assigned to guard the inside of the temple. The priests will... Bazrog has never agreed with Kurog. He made threats in the throne room, as I'm sure you heard. Besides, his boldness and devotion to Malakath are legendary. It appears Bazrog wishes to challenge our king. My son needs to solidify his hold on the clans. All of the chiefs must accept Kurog as their king for the betterment of the Awesomer people. If we gain support of the clans, we can stop Bazrog without inciting an all-out war. You have done much already. Many lives were in danger, yet somehow you managed to make sure none were lost. Please,
I'm that good.
take this, for being so careful with my people and keeping their safety in mind. We will find you again when the king needs you. Solbra, my child, come join us. Are you injured? Should I call a
Thanks to our
healer?
friend, I am well and ready to serve.
Yes, our call for assistance has already proven to be a more than worthwhile endeavor.
Ooh, that's a high. If I would have known that, I would have died. Nope, not doing it.
Ah, there you are. Guess
Gosh.
what? I have another message for you from the king.
But why are you walking right past me if you have a message from me from the king?
It's wonderful to see you again, my friend, but I really wish the king would find someone else to serve as a messenger. I have so many other talents that could greatly benefit Orsinium. I have no idea. Although I did hear something or other about a moot of some kind. I suppose the best way to find out is to go and see the king. In the throne room, up at the keep. Hopefully he won't be in too foul of a mood when you get there. He seemed out of sorts when I told him this was the last message I was going to deliver. Either he finds something else for me to do, or I'm leaving.
Well, that wouldn't piss him off. Yeah.
If I can raise a little gold, I'm on the next caravan out. To oblivion with this place.
Jeez. I can tell you right now, lady, the rest of the world in this game is not as green as you think.
Ah, my friend and ally has returned. Let's talk. I heard what you did at the temple. Your efforts no doubt saved countless lives. It pains me to learn that Chief Basrog was involved, though. Basrog's never agreed with my plans. He's a traditionalist, stubborn and old-fashioned to the end. His unwavering devotion to Malakath, his hatred of Trinimac, his refusal to recognize my authority. I'd say Chief Basrog great moot. I want you to visit the clan chiefs that still haven't come around to our way of thinking. Talk some sense into them. You need to get to them before Basrog poisons the well and turns them against me. You made an impression already, but don't worry. I'm not expecting them to come just because you asked nicely. The chiefs are stubborn, but they each have a problem that's confounding their clan. Solve their problems, and they'll attend the moot. Now you get it. Help the chiefs, and they'll be obligated to accept your invitation. I've tried to convince the chiefs of Tumnash, Morkel, and Shatul to join my kingdom. I even married a few of their daughters.
Whoa.
We need a better solution. Tell them that you come to help in the name of King Kurog, that I'm hosting a gathering of clans, and I want the chiefs to attend. And it needs to be the clan's chief that comes to the moot. If they try to send a subordinate, I'll be highly insulted. Do whatever it takes. The chiefs more? The stoneworkers? Tumnash operates the Greystone Quarry, one of the best clans as far as the stoneworkers.
Wait, I want to see what...
Do whatever it takes. More? What more is there to say? They refuse my every overture and laugh at my authority. We need to convince them of the veracity of my grand vision. Oh, very well. What specifically do you want to know? The stoneworkers? Tumnash operates the Greystone Quarry, the primary source of building materials for Osinium. I'm not sure what Chief Ramash is up to, but he's fallen behind on his shipments. Maybe you can help get the quarry back on track.
Of course I can. What else?
The Morkel clan is famous for its smiths. Some of the finest arms and armor has come out of their forges. I've been trying to get them to send experts to help us build the city, but Chief Abzug continues to hem and haw. Family troubles, he says. One of the best clans as far as food production and livestock is concerned. Expert hunters and farmers, every one of them. Chief Odzor promised to send herds of Icharters to help feed the city, but we haven't seen so much as a bushel of apples yet.
Well, shit. You're just screwed all around right now, aren't you? No wonder you need my help. Point your finger at me.
We should have enough for the feast then, depending on how...
Jeez, the city's a maze. Bro, thanks for the host. I was on his stream and I was like, why is it showing me? Because I was like in the stream watching the game and stuff, and then all of a sudden I'm looking at my stream like, what the hell? What the fuck? Man, I know this water has to be cold. Wait, okay, I gotta go all the way. I'll go this way. Wait. Yeah, this way. Wait! Yes, this way. Well, shit! Things were coming out of nowhere. Kind of made me think I was being attacked, despite I was hidden. Okay.
I need to find out what happened. Have you happened to see an elf around here? Tall, spindly? No, of course not. That would have been too easy. This is what I get for hiring a tuskless runt. Not a word, and it smells like elf mischief to me. My husband, I'd appreciate any help you can. It's all typical. It's all because of that.
Shadows in the fog.
What the hell's going on around here? It said shadows in the fog. I should probably take that into consideration.
What are you doing down here? Don't you know that Greystone Quarry is a disaster area? What happened? The High Elf, that's what happened. Things were fine for a while. Rock flowed out of the quarry at a record pace. But then we broke into a cavity and the elf insisted on exploring it. That's when the fog began to roll out of the hole. It was fog, thick as stew it was. Chief Ramash and huntwife Bulgar decided to enter the quarry and find out what happened to the elf and the workers. We went with them. Worst decision I ever. We entered the fog, but we weren't alone in there. There were shadows, things in the fog. We were attacked. I saw the chief run out, covered in blood. Bulgar's still down there, looking for her daughter. Last we knew, she was with the elf.
I'll find
the huntwife and her daughter, and kill as many of those things as you can. But the elf saved the elf for me. Like I said, it was regional.
I don't think I need to hear anymore. Robots. Or door. Whatever that is. Woo! You wanna see me? Fuck you! I was just curious as to what it was.
I thought you were one of those damn machines. You're just lucky I've got the reflexes of a snow bear, or your guts would be decorating the floor. Now, care to explain what you're doing down here? Is this another of my husband's half-hearted rescue attempts? Whatever. I guess I should be grateful. One of those metal spiders took a chunk out of my leg. Nothing too serious, but I can't fight worth a damn. So it's up to you to find my daughter. I don't, but I can hope, can I? Besides, I haven't seen her corpse, and she is her father's daughter. Then there's the elf. He knows what he's doing, and has more than a few tricks up his sleeve to deal with the machines. He's a clever bastard, I'll give him that. He knew there was a dwarven ruin down here, and used us to uncover it. We should have been more careful. But he had significantly increased our production. And you know Orsinium, they always want more stone. Shaban, she's a brave young woman. Took an immediate interest in the High Elf and his fancy ways. The elf didn't seem to mind. In fact, I think he liked having someone strong and beautiful at his side. You find one, and you'll find the other.
Damn, I'm good. Yeah, I have to destroy something. glad I hit that.
Oh, thank Trinimac. You're not one of those dwarven Dwemer things. But what are you doing down here? Did you come to help me escape from this damn quarry? Our quarry, sure. But the dwarves carved out this quarry centuries ago. It looks like they started down here and were working their way up. Don't ask me what they used the stone for. I don't want to think about that. He told me to stay here while he went to investigate the central structure. He used his control rod to walk right past the machines, but apparently its protection doesn't extend to anyone else. That's what I get for trying to help an elf.
Hold on. My character's an elf. Fuck off.
Ah, what a surprise with Zark. Seems like we explored that place only yesterday. You do remember? Stros Mackay, Dwemer Ruins, that adorable animunculus clanker. Those were good times. But now, to business. Ah, so you've met them. I really do feel awful about what happened. I offered my help because I suspected that the ruins of Mizandine were down here, but I never expected such powerful defenses. This place is remarkable. Yes, but I was referring to the fog. It was a most curious thing. As soon as we unearthed the door to this place, a heavy fog set in and the Dwemer spiders swarmed us. I know how to handle dwarven constructs. The orcs, sadly, do not. My control rod can only handle a few constructs at a time. The scale of this place is I'd love to accompany.
Seems like I keep meeting those friends.
This is unexpected. Our our paths cross again. Thank the Eight. It's amazing how often good research leads to remarkable discoveries. Since we parted, I have come to the conclusion that this is an automated quarry. Like the Orc Pit above, only much more sophisticated. We had a mutually well, I suspected as much. I did my best to help them, but there was so much confusion. If I can take control of the defenses and give the Orcs their quarry back, maybe that will make up for my negligence. And maybe they won't kill me.
Hey.
Our paths cross again, isn't it though? Think of the trial and error.
What the fuck? Shit. Oh my god. Trying to figure something out how this works. Now I know this one moves the first two, and this one Are you kidding me? The first and the third. This one. Oh my god. That one moves. First and second. Okay. Okay. I'm not sure I might have fucked up. What do you think about this? Started. Damn, this is a freaking. Let me try going to the third. Oh, my brain. Hey, Blondie, I'm sorry. I was looking at this and trying to figure out how this whole puzzle part of the game goes. How you doing, Blondie? Thanks for stopping by. How's your day going so far? Yes, she's still there. Woo! Gone, and I'm not suffering with this heat anymore. Fast food place, meaning? Usually what I try to do is try to decide what I definitely don't feel like eating, and that'll narrow it down a lot. First choose what I don't want to eat, then from there, what I either can tolerate eating or what I definitely think sounds good. Most of the time it'd be either a hamburger or maybe a pizza. Oh, something to cook. Yeah, I'm talking. I was talking about fast food. All right then. Decisions. Now that is something. Because lately I've been finding myself doing a lot of DoorDash. Because going out, I don't really feel like doing it. And it has nothing to do with the so-called chaos going around. Just haven't really felt like going out. Same, I have to get something just to stick in the oven. Like some Stouffer's pasta or something. Yeah. Stouffer's a good choice. Is that going to be the whole meal? I mean, often if we go Stouffer's, we get lasagna. Often I say a parent, especially a mother, they deserve to feel lazy once in a while. Damn it, I can't figure this puzzle out. Hold on, let me try this again. Now, when you say go to the pool, you mean you have a pool in your backyard, or? Should I hit this one too, or I'm gonna keep you tapped up though. We'll get food. Thank you, because I hope you do find something that at least you, I guess, can say, feel like putting in the oven, maybe. I'm just trying to figure this out. This is weird and difficult and alright, let's see. Let's try this one. Sillies. Oh. That one. Damn it. Fuck this puzzle. Shit! Get annoying. Well, that was lucky.
Excellent.
I just tried.
This should allow me to control the dwarven constructs.
I didn't even try to think it, I just did that. I figured I would try it, but
Fascinating. I never imagined the control mechanism would fit inside so small a space. It will take me some time to master this device. But with it, I'm sure I can suppress the outer defenses and return the quarry to a relatively safe state. Oh yes, it's perfectly safe to work the quarry again. And please give the orcs my deepest and most sincere apology regarding these unfortunate circumstances. I have something I want to try first. Something that will help repay the orcs for my... If I can make a few adjustments, I want to offer the constructs to the orcs. I'm sure they'll make excellent workers. I'll join you up above.
that's, I guess, nice of them. I think I'm gonna go brag and let everybody know that Blondie was in my chat. I can't freaking believe Blondie was in my chat. Again, actually. Whoa! Foot! Wrong way. did I get jumpy when I saw a bunch of...
As soon as our scouts sent word that people were emerging from the quarry, I hurried down to see what was happening. So, where's that damned elf and what did he do? Dwarves? That's the last thing I expected. From the stories I've heard, things involving ancient ruins and dwarves never turn out well. Then the elf survived? Perfect! That means I still get to wring his scrawny neck. Wait a moment. What's that sound? Troll dung, it's the constructs! The damn elf betrayed us! To arms, my clanmates! Let's show this mad elf what we think of his dwarven army.
Don't be alarmed. I bring a gift. These constructs can work your quarry and build the great city of Orsinium.
Damn you, elf. I should kill you where you stand.
What did I say? Please, my friend, make her see reason.
He got half my workers killed. Greystone Quarry belongs to Clan Tumnosh. It should be worked by Clan Tumnosh with orc sweat and orc muscle. We dishonor ourselves and our ancestors if we sat back and let machines do all the work for us. It figures that an elf would come up with such a Their worth is considerable, and we'd be able to keep our quotas as we build back up. You're right. Thank you for letting me see beyond my rage.
Man.
That was an admirable display of logic. I'm glad we can make the best of this unfortunate situation. The constructs will increase production in the quarry 100-fold. Dwemer constructs only deactivate when they leave their ruins as a security measure. With extremely rare tools and highly specialized knowledge, I gave these constructs new instructions that override those constraints. Remarkable, I know. My first thought was to offer them to one of the alliances as an army. But I don't have nearly enough for that. Then I figured to give them to the orcs as a way to make up for the trouble I caused here. I'm sure they'll make excellent workers. My, you do have a good memory. I kept poor Clanker going for as long as I could, but he eventually ran out of energy and putted away. Bless his little soul gem.
If it took a soul gem, then... okay, whatever.
Ah, outsider. I confess I had my doubts, but my forge wife tells me you were as good as your word. Thank you for helping restore order to the Greystone Quarry. Oh, very well. You performed a vital service for my clan. The least I can do is go and listen to whatever fancy words Kurog wants to shout at us this time. I'll see you in Orsinium, outsider.
What? What did he say? going that way because I jumped right into an unnecessary battle. I was just trying to find a doggone cave. Whatever.
You cut the forest and the forest cuts back. Bet those witches had something to do with all these nature problems.
Wow, blaming them for everything on me?
Fool girl! She'll get herself killed! Children. The king insisted on a Morkel daughter for his forge wife. But then he decided to pass over my eldest. Now what? Malekith alone knows why Ashika ran off. Wounded pride sent her to Morkel descent, no doubt. Idiot! The girl will end up as Ogre Dun or a spider hatchery. Running off to Morkel descent is why Ashika's still unwed! Finding glory in old relics instead of at the king's side? He'd have chosen her if she wasn't so headstrong. Ugh. Go on, ask. Old clan, I can tell you, old clan legends.
Who are you? It doesn't matter, the Hand of Morkel is mine. Once I find it, which is harder than I thought. That's why you're here, isn't it? She... what? Why? My what? Does she even listen to me? She never listens. Honor of the clan, I say. You'll find someone soon, she says. Alright. She sent you here to help? Good. Help me find Morkelden. The long-lost home of Morkel clan. The old poems say it was buried in ice and stone-marked thrice. See the statues? Morkel's stonework and very old. Morkelden has to be nearby, but well, maybe you can find the way in. The old poems of Morkelden's founding mention a heroic trio who rebuffed Winter's grasp and found haven beneath. Maybe they saved the clan from a tunnel collapse. Oh, there's some writing at the base of the statues. Couldn't make sense of it. Buried in ice.
Oh. Oh, what the fuck? Ouch! That hurt. Come on, though. Just testing. Son of a bitch. Oh my god. I was almost...
These statues must lead the way to Morkelden. Why? I can do far more for my clan than join a scabbard collection. And now, any chief who seeks the royal forge, our clan's ancestral forge hammer. The beating Orc kings die young. Our clan's ancestral forge hammer. The beating heart beneath the ice. My little sister married the king. She's his royal forge wife, and it's gone to her head. I'm hoping I can pound it down to size with our clan's long-lost forge hammer. Not literally, although... No, never mind.
You know what? What?
That rumbling. Do you feel it? The wall shifted. Sealed away, but hidden in plain sight. Morkelden, lost among the ice. My ancestral home. Beyond that wall? We're in this together now, right? Let's go!
Fine. Where is this freaking...
That's it! The Hand of Morkel. It's in some sort of... What is that, a display? It's nestled in there tight. Of course we can't just take it. The Hand of Morkel is held in something called the... I think it said Heart Forge? Also, endless breath and untold rage lets purest heart release the hand. Poets.
What?
We need to rekindle the forge. Endless breath has to mean bellows, and untold rage is...
Fire?
A furnace? Strange way to say it.
Same difference.
I'm missing something. Can you look around for a bellows and some kind of blast furnace? Morkel clan prefers simple solutions that last. Look for switches or some kind of mechanism. We'll see what happens when you set things in motion. Oh.
Of course. I mean, of course, right? Scared me a bit. I thought I was moving. Were they really trying to fight me just now? Turn around and go back.
You did it! Now for purest heart. The old clan word for heart also means blood. Purest blood. Morkel blood? My father is Morkel's chief. My blood must work. Just a quick slash of the knife. Look! It's opening! Like a hand. Opening. Oh no. The Hand of Morkel isn't our forge hammer. It's the cage around it. And if my clan's old word for heart also means blood, then this wasn't our heart forge. It was our... My mother says we're the best smiths in Hrothgar because we put heart in the steel. Whose heart? Whose blood? Morkel clan hasn't had enemies since the days of Morkelden. Did we feed our rivals to that thing? You're right. The old poems aren't about honor we lost when we left Morkelden. It's honor gained for burying our greatest shame beneath a mountain of ice. And a warning to stay away from the Hand of Morkel, which... well, we couldn't have known. Not without blood magic. But I can't just leave it here. It's our heritage. I'll bring it back to the stronghold, but what then? What do I tell my clan? Returning the Forge Hammer will fill my clan with pride. Enough to take the sting away when I explain what Morkelden was. We must make peace with our ancestors and remember the lessons they taught. They've forged with clean hands for generations. The clan needs to know why that's important. I heard a rumbling when you rekindled the forge. Maybe another way out. Anything to avoid those ogres.
Hey, you don't just run past me. Come back here. I'm joking.
Look, a door hidden by the ice. Is that sunlight?
Oh, okay.
This is close to Orsinium. Useful if we ever need to return to the blood, the Heart Forge. Meet me at Morkel's stronghold? By my side as I address the clan.
Alright.
Is that your ally, Ashaka? Quiet! Ashaka speaks on a matter concerning the clan.
Morkel clan, I come to you with a hard truth. But when have we ever feared the truth? I return from Morkeldin with our clan's greatest treasure. Behold, the Hand of Morkel. It's true our ancestors locked away the hammer, but not for the reasons we thought. Morkeldin housed a blood forge. It's true, our clan once turned to dark magic, but they faced this hard truth and abandoned it. For the blood we work into the metal is our own, not that of our enemies. I say to you, that is the strength of Morkel. This hammer shows our ancestors' strength. With it, we forge a new destiny.
Prepare yourselves, my clan. Soon we march to Orsinium. We shall build it anew.
Do you see how my clan looks at the forge hammer? The fire in their eyes? They'll rebuild Orsinium by themselves if they have to. Now, I name you Bloodkin to Morkel clan. Last thing I'll do before heading to Orsinium. The king needs a clan who can work its great forge. You think we'd let Shatul embarrass us with their inferior iron?
Damn. Wait a minute. Shit. I gotta destroy something.
Do you see how my clan... Now, I...
Kurag's outsider. I'm not sure what you did exactly, but you somehow restored peace to my family, and thereby helped my clan. You have my thanks. Sure, why not? I'll go to this moot and listen to what Kurag has to say. It's the least I can do after you helped us with our family problem. Perhaps I'll see you in Orsinium, outsider.
Let's see what that is. Like that. Oh yeah, I was gonna keep that. What is crunching? Wait, god damn it. This fucking map.
I should have been at my husband's side. He'd still be alive, and I'd still be his hunt wife. Well, look upon my husband and weep, for his next journey is to the Ashen Forge. Perhaps a new chief will deal with Kurog's latest nonsense. Until then, leave us to our misery.
Rotten luck, Chief. Rotten luck. Don't see many new faces at Chateau Range. Our only neighbors are surly giants. Speaking of which, Chief Ogzor had a nasty encounter with a giant's club a short while ago. Best keep your voice low. We don't know how much time he has left. Dying. No amount of healing magic can fix smashed brains. Soon as he goes, Chatul is in for dark times. The clan will tear itself apart without a good contender for chief. I want to prevent that. We know which giant smashed the chief. I want to return the favor. That'll show the clan I'm a good contender, which would help keep the clan together. Thing is, I'm no tracker. Care to help me find the bastard? I have a few words to say to Chief Ogzor's mother. I'll meet you where I don't really...
You're right.
Most of Chatul's warriors. Truth is, everyone's afraid. The chief kept this clan together for 2 decades. A strong contender will quiet their nerves. Slaying the giant who killed Chief Ogzor? None will doubt my strength. You want me to quote the Code of Malakath? Go on about vengeance and grudges? I've had my... Someone whose actions speak loudest. Someone like contenders for chief fight it out in the Bloody Knoll. It's our shrine to Malakath, up on the hill. All right, let's find Urkael the Cleaver. Let's find Urkale the Cleaver. Lost the trail. I'll head back to Chateau. All right, let's find Urkale the Cleaver. Ysara? Ysara! Guess she's out. Listen, we both know you're the one who avenged the chief. Happy I could land a few good smacks. I'll tell Ysara when she's back. You deserve the credit. That's up to the clan. I'm only doing it because Chatul needs a chief. Can't say I enjoy staking a claim while my friend is dying in that tent. I'm not so sure I want to be chief again. Small clan. Our stronghold let Ashruka refuse to be traded like the choicest pick of Echater. Don't really know. No. I've always respected how Ashruka held her ground, and I wasn't too keen on the match. I'd known her. Never. Don't really know. No. Chief Ogzor's mother. Shatul's wise woman. Though she... Ysara, look! Sound advice, as always.
Come closer. We should speak. You avenged my son. I will not forget what you did for Chatul today, nor will the clan. If you are willing, I have need of some... If Chatul is to survive, there must be a new chief. Larg is one contender. The other is Ulgesh. I want you to meet him. Ulgesh returned from Orsinium shortly after my son's injury. He declared himself a contender, but I'm not sure why. The boy never had brains or ambition. Serving in the Orsinium Guard was my son's suggestion. Chatul needs a chief who looks out for the clan before himself. I sent him after Scamper, our laziest Echater. Ulgesh can explain the task. He's never been...
Who are you? I don't need your help. Wait. With your help, this will go faster. Ysara asked for a snow truffle. This lazy beast can sniff it out. But it's a two-person job. I can't keep Scamper and hunt for a snow truffle. No clue. A potion, maybe? Scamper will sniff. Scamper is fast asleep, near boulders or trees. I lived in Orsinium for years. Sometimes I forget Chatul is home. Just find the snow truffle. It's cold out here.
Wow, this guy sounds like an asshole.
Scamper. I think he found one. Scamper earned some sleep. Let's get back to Chateau. Get that snow truffle to you, Zara. And thanks. I won't forget. I think he found one.
Did you find Olgesh? Good. Give it here. Olgesh passed my test. Scamper has always required 2 people to wrangle. For Olgesh to send you back with the snow truffle tells me he learned to master his temper. Lorig and Olgesh are the only clear contenders for Chief. They must enter the Bloody Knoll and duel beneath the stern gaze of Malakath. The one who emerges shall be the new Chief of Chateau. I have not forgotten what you did for us. On behalf of Chateau, I name you Bloodkin. You shall always have a place among us. I already sent Lorig to the Bloody Knoll. Could you inform Olgesh he is to fight? I would do so, but I must attend to my son. Olgesh should be at his tent. And thank you for the snow. It was my son's favorite food. His hearthwife. She has dozens of recipes. He loved the poison. I shall feed the husk that remains of his body. No, it is me, murdering my own son. Chateau must survive. Before a new chief is chosen, the old chief must die. By the time Lorig and Olgesh reach the Bloody Knoll, the poison will finish its work. Malakath will take no offense. I doubt that. An orc of Chateau would truly... Olgesh should be at his tent. It was my son. The poison I shall feed the husk that remains of his body. No, it is me. Chateau. There is no shame in that. You are not an orc. You are not of Chateau. But you are bloodkin to our clan. Know that it must be done, and that only I can carry this burden.
And that goes up. So that's why you aren't answering. Answering what? Have you been in my stream somewhere else? I mean, I should be able to see it on here.
Over here. We need to talk.
Excuse me?
You looked different from inside Olgesh's helmet. What? What did you know? Yes, you're right. How did you know it was me? I see. You seem to know much about me, Snow Truffle. But not everything. A merchant friend keeps me informed of Chateau.
When she brought word of my father's injuries, I had to return and contend for chief. Shatul must survive. Have you been to Orsinium? The king hammers away at traditions which keep orcs locked in squalid strongholds. He tempers us, forges us into something new, something better. I will become chief of Shatul, and in a decade, it will become tradition. Some won't. They may challenge me, and I'll have to kill them. But when any other clan clucks about the Code of Malakath, Shatul will band together as we always do. We'll triple their rate on Echater, a built-in blood price for the disrespect. I think we'll get rich off the Malakath zealots. That will make the king happy. And if he asks me to be his chief wife, I'll decline. But I'll offer him the chance to be my king husband.
Okay.
As an exile, I'm not allowed to enter Shatul. But Ulgesh is no exile. I traded him a new set of armor for his old, then returned to my clan. My own grandmother couldn't tell the difference. The real Ulgesh has a squeak in his voice. One day he paid Morgul's forge wife to make him sound like an ogre. He always wore the helmet everywhere he went. It still smells like sweaty breeches and onions. I cleaned it 3 times. Nothing worked.
I need to see something.
Have you been to Orsinium? The king hammers away at traditions which keep orcs locked in squalid strongholds. He tempers us, forges us into something new, something better. I will become chief of Shatul, and in a decade, it will become tradition. Some won't. They may challenge me, and I'll have to kill them. But when any other clan clucks about the Code of Malakath, Shatul will band together as we always do. We'll triple their rate on Echater, a built-in blood price for the disrespect. I think we'll get rich off them. Now I head to the Bloody Knoll. There I will kill Lorig and become chief of Shatul. For this to work, my grandmother must know my intentions. Inform her, and I swear upon my mother's memory, I will repay the favor when I am chief. Gladly. Tell her the truth. My son, Chief Ogzor is dead. Lorik waits at the Bloody Knoll. Is Ulgesh on his way? What? Ushruka was exiled from Shatul. I would never allow her to contend for chief. That foolish girl. We're a traditional clan. Shatul will never accept an exiled woman as chief. Had she become Lorig's hunt wife as my son wanted, Shatul would have stayed for the wedding. We would have been there when the Reach attacked Lorig's clan. Her selfishness led to their destruction. Take this ritual blade. It is flawed at its core, just like Lorig and Ushruka. Replace the blade of the weakest contender.
Why would I do something like that? I want to say goodbye, goddammit. I really don't know what to do right now. Thinking about it.
My son, Chief Ogzor, is dead. Lorig waits at the Bloody Knoll. Is Olget— What? Ushruka was exiled from Shatur. I would never allow her to contend for Chief. That foolish girl. We're a traditional clan. Shatur will never accept an exiled woman as chief. Had she become Lorig's huntwife as my son wanted, Shatur would have stayed for the wedding. We would have been there when the Reach attacked Lorig's clan. Her selfishness led to their destruction. A chief who lost his entire clan to raiders from the Reach? He refused to challenge my son, to give him an honorable death under Malakath's gaze, because of friendship. No matter his prowess in battle, he is soft in the heart. Had she become Lorig's huntwife as my son wanted, Shatur would have stayed for the wedding. We would have been there when the Reach attacked Lorig's clan. Her selfishness led to their destruction. Take this ritual blade. It is flawed at its core, just like Lorig and Ushruka. Replace the blade of the weakest contender. Fair. I just watched my son die. None of this is fair. The flawed blade is a test. A weak contender who survives despite this setback deserves to become Chief of Shatur. When the blade fails, the weakest contender will most assuredly die. If she go, there is little time. Malakath favor the victor.
assassin. Adios, fellow assassin.
Ashruka? You have to go. If Ulgesh sees you, he'll kill you.
Ulgesh is in Orsinium. He sold me his honor before I came to Shatul.
No. What have you done?
Shatul must survive. Don't hold back, Lorig.
Malakath favor the victor.
Goodbye, Uncle Lorig.
Well, shit. She actually won. I kind of gave it to him thinking that he was going to win anyways. Ellie is going to be so pissed.
You've returned. Who is the new chief? I see. I convinced our clan that Ashruka's victory would test our faith in Malakath's favor. They'll accept her. For now. If she allows it, I shall advise her. She'll need all the help she can get. Victory?
I needed no prayers, only my strength.
Then go forth, my chief, and receive your clan. Shatul, I present your new chief.
Know this, my clan. A new era begins today. The era of the Orc. At King Kurog's side, we shall lead Tamriel to greatness! Cheers won't last. I'll need to guard against challengers from all sides, to be twice the chief my father was. But for now, this feels good. This feels right. Of course you do. I don't know if I can attend the moot myself. I should stay here until the clan gets used to the idea of me as chief. But you can tell the king that Shatul supports him absolutely.
I kind of don't like her now. She better show up.
And my champion returns. Still alive, and with most of your vital body parts intact. My shield wives owe me. I told them not to bet against me. But enough of that. Were you successful? Are they? Perfect! Now, why, we prepare for the moot, of course. It will be packed. Clan chiefs from the farthest... Don't worry about Bosrog. He hasn't been seen since the attack on the temple. He's probably gone so deep into hiding or run so far away that we'll never see them. Why should I be? You're concerned enough?
This drunk bastard.
The king and I go way back. I knew him before he was royalty. He even offered to make me one of his wives, but I decided to become the proprietor of this place instead. Oh, and try some of Yaku's stew. It will put hair on your chest, guaranteed.
Don't know if I like the sound of that. That's what enough she sells.
We're very particular.
What happened at Firebrand Keep was downright embarrassing. Glad you restored order.
I had the hardest time finding you. Looked all over the city, even got lost once or twice. I did find an adorable sweet shop, though. They had these wonderful tiny cakes that were absolutely delicious. Who knew all cakes could taste so good? Right to business, huh? Not even a hi. Good to see you. Fine, fine. Anyway, High Priestess Solgra needs our help. She wants us to work together on this. When you have a moment, you need to go see her. It's a rescue mission, but she said she wants to give you the details personally. After all, you did save her life. I can see it now. Oh, my savior. Let's retire to my private chambers so I can share the intimate details with you.
Oh my god. I like this girl.
Seriously, Solgra wants to keep this quiet. Said the situation was sensitive. She especially doesn't want the king to know. When I suggested asking the king for help, she insisted that that would only get more people killed. Just so you know. No, doesn't have a clue. That's what makes it so exciting. This is an honest-to-goodness secret mission. I always wanted to go on a secret mission. Besides, once you talk to Solgra, you'll understand. She explains things much better than I do. Have you seen my bow skills? I'm sure Solgra noticed and said to herself, "That's a fine young lass. She can put a shaft through an apple balanced on the back of a moving Wamasu. I shall recruit her." Either that, or she was desperate for some help. I'll meet up with you later. Go see Solbra, but don't take too long.
This place. Nothing but dry bread and old turnips to eat. I never should have gotten on that cart.
Loyal, what's up, dude? How you doing today, Loyal?
Thank you for responding so quickly to my summons, especially considering everything you've been doing to support the king. Did Everly tell you that I have a delicate situation? I could really use your help.
Alright, man.
She can be rather exuberant, but I suppose the term is accurate. I debated with myself before deciding to ask the two of you for assistance. But in the end, there isn't anyone else I would trust with this matter. A shield wife from one of the clans sent me an urgent plea for help. It appears that the clan's chief has been taken captive by a fanatical group of... how do I put this? They're members of a religious sect devoted to Trinimac. Yes, but it's not the same. The Voshrak are Trinimac extremists who bend the sacred teachings to their own purposes. They've been gathering power and influence at an alarming rate. If they kill the Captain Chief in Trinimac's name, it will give the Orc traditionalists one more arrow to put in their quiver, and they won't use it only against us. King Korag and the Forge Mother have supported us. This will cripple their cause and turn everyone against Trinimac and his followers. Go to Faren's stronghold and meet Everly. Stop the Voshrak and rescue the chief before it's too late. I just ask for your discretion in this matter. If the king finds out, he'll send an army, which will only result in more death and destruction. 2 things before you go. First, avoid bloodshed on your way into the stronghold. The captives won't be immediately harmed if the Voshrak feels secure. Second, I'm not sure which chief was taken. The message I received was purposefully vague.
2 things before you go. Firstly, avoid bloodshed on your way into the stronghold.
Not much. They're rather secretive. Well, they weren't here when I arrived in Orsinium. I wasn't aware of them, at any rate. Our temple guides people to Trinimac and presents his teachings so they can decide for themselves. You can say what these extremists have in mind. I'm not privy to their ultimate goal. As with the attack on the temple, we don't want to give the captors a reason to act in haste. The longer they remain unaware of your presence, the better chance you'll have to locate and free the chief. Besides, they could have other hostages. I don't think so. At least not immediately. They're keeping the chief alive for a reason. I think they want to make a spectacle. But the Voshrak haven't always acted in a predictable manner. Of course, other prisoners they hold would be forfeit. Not much. They're rather secretive, keep to themselves. They apparently wear masks whenever they gather, and I've heard rumors. They've been linked to trouble in the West. This sect is rather new, from what I've been given to understand.
No wonder why they ask for help. They need somebody